Happy Monday, everybody. I hope that I hope that everyone has been having. I don't know what the fuck I just tried to say. A great day so far. A great Monday. A great start to their week. We're about to get into these messages. Now y'all know. Hey y'all, hey. Now y'all know. I don't celebrate the end of the calendar year, quote unquote New Year's, right? We don't get into that over here. We celebrate the spring equinox, aka the first day of the real new season, okay? And that's March 21st. But we are moving into, or have officially moved into, the fourth quarter, aka the winter solstice, which was on the 21st of December. And there are definitely some messages that Spirit has for the collective when it comes to moving into this new energy, how to take advantage of this fourth quarter, how to really take it the furthest, okay? And, some things that could potentially be coming up for some of y'all. Now, remember, all readings will not resonate immediately. Some of them may resonate a couple days later, months later, weeks later, however it works for you. Who knows? Or it may not resonate at all. Okay? And that's okay too. All right? Because we're all different people. We all got different energy. And this is a general collective message. So it's going to resonate for the people that it resonates for. This will be posted on YouTube, so you can go back and watch it. Maybe it'll resonate later. I don't know. But we're just going to get into it and, go from there. Now, y'all know my song choices sometimes have something to do with the message that is that Spirit has given me, or the message that could potentially come out. That particular song is called Stunner by Young Thug. This is off his first Slime Season mixtape. If you know, you know. He finally put it on Apple Music. Thank you very much. It's not the explicit version, which I don't know why it's not showing up with the explicit version, but whatever. But the point is, that is a song that I play annually on my solar return. I don't care what the fuck is going on, okay? There could be 7,000 new songs that have come out, but that is my theme song anytime I'm starting a new year. And that's just what this energy is feeling like. This is feeling very fresh, very brand new. Some of y'all are finally at stage 1 of this new level, new cycle, okay? It's given very much so season whatever you're on, episode 1, okay? So whatever past season has completed, itself, let that be in the past, okay? Because this is given very much so fresh, fruitful, abundant, clean slate, new beginnings. Okay, 11-11-111-444-555-12-12-10-10 type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Very uncharted territory type of thing. Okay, where you've never been here before, and that's good. That's a positive sign. When you get to a place that you've never been before, that's the best sign you can hope for, because it means that you're not repeating anything. It means that you learned whatever lessons you were supposed to learn. It means that you made it through whatever you were supposed to make it through. And now you have arrived at a whole new, fresh, not necessarily new beginning, meaning, everything that you've done up until this point is undone and you're starting over. But new beginning meaning you've leveled up and you're at the beginning phase of this new level. Okay, so if I was on, floor 5, now I'm on floor 6, and when I got off the elevator, there was nothing. It was just a clean slate. Okay? It doesn't diminish what happened on floors 1 through 5. Okay? All of those things are still, oh, that's cute. All of those things are still there. All of those things still have purpose. All of those things are still at your disposal for wisdom. Okay? Because you had to learn whatever you had to learn to make it to where you are now. So we don't want to discredit any of the things that you've gotten from that place. Okay? But what we do want to do is come in with fresh ideas, with a new mindset, with a new outlook. Don't look for familiarity. Don't look for things to be familiar. Okay? Don't look for there to be familiar faces. Don't look for there to be familiar energies, familiar spaces, familiar environments. Don't look for that. Okay? Anytime you see something familiar, you need to question it a little bit. Like, hold up. Why the fuck is that up here? Okay? Where did that come from? How did that get here? Why is it here? Okay? Because familiar means been there, done that. And we are in a whole new energy, and it don't need to be a been there, done that type of thing. You want to be in a space where you ain't been there and you ain't done none of that yet. Alright? So let's get into it. Get some confirmation. I am doing specials for the winter solstice. I have specials for mentorships, advice consultations, spiritual consultations, personal consultations, readings, and some other shit. So if you're interested, feel free to shoot me an inbox, or you can use the link in my bio to go to my website, or you can submit a contact form on my website and let me know what it is that you're looking for, and then we can figure it out together. I do also have weekly and bi-weekly counseling sessions, aka therapy sessions, available now as well, that I'm doing specials for. So if you're interested, definitely let me know. Okay? Now, it may feel a little weird, it may sound a little weird, but for a lot of you guys moving into this new energy, you really need to prioritize resting. And I know you're probably like, Poca, girl, what did you talking about? I just got to this new level and then you telling me to rest? That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay? Because you need some time to get your bearings. Okay? This past year has been a lot. There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot of things that you've lost. There's been a lot of people you had to let go of. There's been a lot of energy you've encountered. Okay? There's been a lot of ups and downs and roller coaster moments and all types of shit. And some of y'all haven't taken any time to just rest. You just been moving from the next thing to the next thing, from the next thing to the next thing. Very heavy Sagittarius energy. Okay? And you know, we just left Sagittarius energy. We're now in Capricorn. All right? And Capricorn is a little bit more, what's the word for organized and structured than Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is just here and there and all over the place and everywhere. And Capricorn is more like, okay, let's sit down. Let's write it out. Let's make a plan. Okay? And then let's work our asses off to do what we need to do. Very Capricorn. So we're moving out of that Sagittarius all over the place energy, and we're getting more structure. And in order for you to make a plan, you got to sit the fuck down and analyze where you are, where you've been, and where you're trying to go. Okay? And y'all need to do that. It may not look like that every single day. So let's say you give yourself some time to rest and you take out 3 days of your week to take this time to rest. Let's say it's a weekend. Okay? Let's just an example. Okay? And that Friday you just sleep. You just sleep, roll over from one side of the pillow to the other side, watch a little Netflix, eat a little something, and you just really chilling. You just relaxing. And maybe that Saturday you may want to go out and get a bite to eat or hang out with a friend or something like that. Something chill. You know what I'm saying? Go to your mama house or your sibling's house or your best friend house, whatever. Okay? And then that Sunday, all of a sudden, you want to take out your notebook and you want to write some shit. You want to write down some notes. You want to write out your plans. You want to write out, you know, where you want to go and how you want certain things to look in your future. All of that is fine. When I say rest, I don't necessarily mean you got to be sitting on your ass, laying down, laying back the whole time. Okay? I just mean you're not doing too fucking much. You're not forcing yourself to be obligated to certain things. You're taking time for yourself, and whatever your intuition kind of leads you to do, you go with the flow. Okay? You're not trying to cause no ruckus by doing too much. You just going with the flow. If the flow say wake up and clean up the house, clean up the house. Go with the flow. If that's what you got energy to do, do it. Okay? If the flow say lay down and sleep on and off the whole day, do that. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Okay? If the flow say take you a drive and put on your favorite music and just drive, flow. Okay? Y'all got to get more comfortable, especially going into 2025, because 2025 is going to be very intuitive. And y'all know I'm all about preparing y'all to have all the things that you need to be successful. 2025 is going to be extremely intuitive. And you're going to have to be so good with you that once your gut tell you something, you on it. You ain't got time to, kick your feet and question it for 45 hours and think about it and run about all your friends and whoever your confidants are and, hey, what do you think about this? And you're not going to have time for that. 2025 is going to be, there's going to be moments where you have opportunities that you have to seize in that moment. And it can come out of nowhere. You could be walking through the mall and somebody like, hey, they just spark up a conversation with you. And then y'all get to talking about some type of something. And then you're like, oh, I could get this person on the phone right now and make it happen. You're not going to have time to pick up the phone and be like, hey, I'm sitting here at the mall right now. And this you're not going to have time to do that. You're not going to have time to do that. You're going to have to be able to tap into your center, your intuition, your gut. Okay? Your star player, as Cat Williams calls it. You're going to have to step in with your star player. And be like, okay, should I go for it? Should I not go for it? Okay, my intuition is telling me to go for it. And you're going to have to know the difference between intuition and fear. Because fear is going to try to talk you out some shit. Fear going to have you questioning everything and wasting them people time. Intuition going to be like, do it. Let's go. Say yes. Agree. Sign the paper. Tell them yes. Give me your name. Give me your number. Give me your email. Go for it. Right now. In this moment? Yes. In this moment. Right now. Don't think about it. And once intuition speak, that's when fear want to step in. Well, do you think that's a good idea? Well, what if it's this or that? Well, what if this? What if that? Did it? Another thing. A lot of the things that some of y'all are going to be directed to in 2025, because 2025 is going to be such an intuitive and innovative year. There's going to be a lot of things happening for the first time. There's going to be a lot of experiences happening for the first time. There's going to be a lot of first time type of opportunities. Okay? It's given very much so like back in the day, okay, before a lot of us was born, when that man that started McDonald's was going around asking people, hey, listen, I got an idea. All right? All you need is $10. And I can get you this franchise. And it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. We're going to have one over here. We're going to have one over there. We're going to have one over there in that city, in that state. And some of them people was like, all right, bet. I'll give you that $10. I can see the vision. My intuition is telling me go with it. You know what I'm saying? My intuition is telling me to trust you and to go along. And some people, it's like, because ain't no proof and nobody else is doing it. And I got on Google and I searched it up and I ain't see nothing. Because I ain't never heard of this before. And what if it's a scam? And what if I get them my $10 and then I don't get nothing in return? Now I'm just out of $10. And you know how them people feel now? McDonald's is one of the biggest franchises in the entire world. On the entire planet Earth. McDonald's is up there. And it started with a couple people having a little bit of faith, trusting their intuition. That's how 2025 is about to look. That's how it's about to be. You gonna have to have faith, and you gonna have to be tapped in with your motherfucking intuition so good. Because the thing about it too is, other people are not going to see it. That's why it's called a vision and not a movie. Okay? Because other people's not going to be able to see it. You can go and explain the shit to people all you fucking want. They can be like, I don't know about that. I don't think that's a good idea. But what if this happens? And what if that happens? But how you gonna do this? And how you gonna do that? And I don't know. Did you Google it? Did you look it up? Oh, ain't nobody else doing it. See, they're not gonna be able to see it. This is why for a lot of y'all, this year has been spent on you getting further and further and further away from the people that make you comfortable. The people whose opinions you gave a fuck about, in some type of way, shape, or form, that relationship is not what it used to be. Whether it was your mama, whether it was your sibling, whether it was a best friend, whoever. Anybody that you was putting too many eggs in that basket, spirit came and knocked that bitch on the ground. Because they were trying to prepare you to stand on your own 10. You're not going to be able to have these people know exactly where you're going and know exactly how to get you to what you want. So spirit had to disrupt a lot of shit that y'all was so confident with, a lot of relationships that you depended on, a lot of shit that had you distracted, friendships, relationships, jobs. Some of y'all got fired from jobs that you would have probably stayed too long. If the opportunity would have found you while you was working that job, you would be like, nah, I'm just going to stick with this job because I'm getting paid this amount of money and I can do this and I can do that. And da-da-da-da. Spirit knew you was going to be like that. So they had you leave that motherfucking job, or they had that job leave you. So that you could have no distractions around. You could see the shit for what it is. Relationships. Some of y'all had to move out of these relationships that wasn't serving you no more. Because they can be distractions as well. Especially when you're in connection with the wrong person, the wrong energy. Hell of a distraction. Some of y'all had to move from cities and states. Because your hometown was a fucking distraction. Or you had people around you who would have tried to manipulate you out of what you're about to get. Or they would have wanted a piece of it. All them, well, remember when I did this for you? And remember when I did that for you? I remember. And you're still not getting none of this money. I recall. And guess what? I don't have Cash App or Zelle. I don't even have Apple Pay. I don't have none of it. I don't know. I don't know how to help you. Because there's people who would sit there and try to keep a log of whatever the fuck they done did for you. So that whenever you get to popping and your shit get good, they can come back and be like, remember on August 21st when you had needed that $5 real fast and I sent it to you? Remember back in 2012 when your mama kicked you out and I let you sleep on my couch? Remember back in 2008 when you was about to get in trouble and I had lied for you? Yeah, I remember. And that don't mean that you deserve any of the shit that's coming in for me. I thought you supposed to give out the kindness of your heart. They say give with the expectation that you're not going to get it back. That's the only time you give, is when you don't even think about it coming back to you. Now you want to run up the skull. You remember on June 12th and August 21st and September 3rd. What type of what the fuck going on? A lot of that stuff had to go. And it didn't just start last year. For some of y'all, it started 2022. For some of y'all, 2021. For some of y'all, 2020. For some of y'all, it goes back as far as, I'm hearing 2017. For some of y'all, I'm hearing 2012. It go back a little far. Some of y'all just completed a 9-year cycle. Now, the key to next year's numerology, next year is 2025 is a 9-year. 9 years are all about reflecting, operating in wisdom, because you done had 8 years to learn some shit, right? Doing your final closing of whatever don't serve you, relationships, energies, things within yourself, habits, mentalities, thoughts, right? But also preparing for new. Okay? Because after a 9-year, we go back into a 1-year cycle. So 2026 will be a 1 year. Okay? So, and that's because 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 6, that's 10. Okay? 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay? Just math. So 2025 is going to set you up not only for the 1 year to come, but for the next 9 years. Okay? That's how you need to be thinking about it. What I do in 2025 is going to set me up for the next 9 years. 9. Not 2, not 3, not 6 months. The next 9 years. You have the ability to plant good seeds. Let go of what don't serve you. Get focused. Lock the fuck in. And then Spirit is also saying learning how to balance activity and rest. For a lot of y'all, that's the challenge. Some of y'all resting too much. And some of y'all doing a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? So balancing out, okay, when do I need to put that work in? Go full throttle, foot on the gas, taking this shit the furthest. And then when do I need to go ahead, let my spirit team get in the driver's seat, and I get in the passenger seat and take me a little snooze. Balancing that, right? And that can look like traveling, okay? Because traveling is resting, okay? That could look like traveling, vacationing, okay? Doing some things for yourself, self-care, okay? Buying some things for yourself that you need, investing into some things that you need. That can look like for a lot of you. I feel like a lot of y'all are about to, if you haven't already, by the time we get to June 2025, a lot of y'all are going to be back in some type of class or course. I feel like a lot of y'all are going back to studying something. Some of y'all are finally going after something you've always wanted to do, but you were scared to do it, and it requires schooling, classes, something along those lines. Okay, I feel like a lot of y'all are definitely going to be locked into that by the time we get to June 2025. Okay, and it's going to work out perfectly. It's going to work out perfectly. The only thing Spirit is saying is make sure that you stay committed. Okay, be committed to whatever it is that you're going after. That's the only thing. But everything is lining up to work out perfectly for you. You just have to trust the process. You got to trust what's happening. You have to allow yourself to almost like, y'all know, like when you go to a lazy river. I love me a lazy river. Baby, I love me. Ain't nothing better than me than going to an amusement park or something. They got a little lazy river, and I can just sit on one of those little things and just float my life away. And don't let me have a drink. Don't let me have a drink, and don't let me have a snack. If I have a drink and a snack, I might not get out of there for a couple hours. Okay? I'm not big on all the rides. Poker like nice little chill shit where I can just be cute. So I love to lay me on a little bubble thing and just float around in the circle over and over and over. I live. Okay, I fucking live. But that's kind of like what 2025 is going to look like for some of y'all. You just coasting through the shit. Don't cause no friction. Don't be extra. Don't try to do too motherfucking much. Like the old people say, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. That's all you need to know. You just need to know time and place. And I feel like a lot of y'all have been learning time and place. Like, you've been in places too long and you learn from that. And you have also been in places where you haven't given enough time. You didn't put enough time in, and you learn from that. You got out too early. Maybe you got spooked, got scared. Maybe your faith got a little shaky and you got out of something too early. I feel like time and place is going to be so important. Knowing when to just chill, when to relax, when to just sit back and let spirit take care of it. It's given very much so like your steps are ordered. So it's like you don't have to, that's why intuition is going to be so important, because you don't have to think. It's given very like passenger princess, dumb blonde energy. Like, I don't even really have to use my brain for real. Not when it comes to knowing what to do next. And understand with intuition, you're not always going to get 40 steps at one time. So when your intuition speaks to you, sometimes it's only going to be what you need to do in that specific moment right now. And you may not get another message until maybe 2 weeks after that. And you got to be okay. You got to know that you are okay until you get the next message. Because spirit is never going to put you in a situation or have you somewhere where you don't have no answers, no messages, no nothing if you're not supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? If you somewhere you supposed to be and your intuition's not giving you no other steps, then just coast. It's like when you on a road, you taking a road trip and you got maybe like 20, 30, 40 miles plus on a single strip of road, and you put that cruise control on. GPS say we're going to be on this road for a couple miles. I don't need to be switching in and out of lanes. Ain't no exits up ahead that I need to be looking out for. Put this cruise control on, and I'm just going to chill. Only thing I need to do is brake when I need to, or shift lanes when I need to. That's it. I don't got to worry about pushing no gas. I don't got to worry about up in the acceleration. I don't got to do nothing. I'm just going to sit back and cruise. Listen to my little music until that GPS say, in 1 mile, you know what I'm saying? In 1 mile, you're going to take this exit. Until that motherfucker say something else, cruise control. That's the energy of 2025. You don't have to think. You just got to listen. You don't have to think. You just got to listen. That's it. As long as you're in tune with your intuition and you're listening and you're following, and I say immediately, you need to be following immediately. Expeditiously. You need to be moving like somebody else about to come snatch it. Because it's so many opportunities, like I said. Sweetheart, we over here I teach very well. We know that the new year don't start on Wednesday. Okay, my people are very aware. Okay, we very aware over here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, with your intuition, I don't know what the fuck I was saying, but anyway, with your intuition, you have to be in a space where you're comfortable. Thank you, Spirit. Moving in the moment. Understanding that there's going to be so many new innovative things popping up in 2025. I'm talking about shit you ain't never heard of before. Popping up. Successful in 2025. And you may be the catalyst for some of these things to get to where they're supposed to be. You may be the martyr. You may be the example. You may be the first. If your intuition tells you, let's say you gifted in, okay, thank you, Spirit, because some of y'all gifts, you don't see nobody making money off of it, and that's why you haven't pushed it. Some of y'all gifts, you don't see the success which is why you haven't really pushed it. You don't see other people in that line of work taking it the furthest. So you told yourself for a while, well, that must be because it's not going to work, or that must be because it's not supposed to happen, or, you know, there's just no way to figure out a way to incorporate this and make money off of it, or whatever. Some of y'all haven't pushed y'all dreams and went for the shit that y'all want because of that type of mentality. 2025 is different. She built different. She built real different. And the only thing you need is audacity. That's it. Because of everything that you may be hesitant on starting because you don't see somebody else, you don't see nobody else doing it, somebody gonna come out the cut and do it. There will be no stone left unturned by the time we get to 2026. So every idea that you get, if your intuition tells you to get on it, get on it. Don't necessarily look for everybody else to agree or to see the vision or to be tapped in with it already, or for there to be a lot of examples. Because there may not be a lot of examples. You may be the first example. You may be the CEO, the creator, the innovator of something that the world has never seen before. Or something that the world hasn't figured out how to monetize. And now they have. So you got to be okay with being, this is giving very, very much so Aries energy. If you know what Aries, you know what I'm talking about. There's nothing that an Aries won't do. You understand? It's nothing. They don't give a fuck if ain't nobody else doing it or not. Bitch, I said I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. Well, where's the example? Fucking example. I'm the example. Very much so Aries energy. They are the first for a reason. They the first for a reason. Because they give no fucks. And it's fire energy. Fire not only destroys, but it also creates. Fire is great for replenishing things. For changing things that need to be changed. So tapping into that Aries fire, that leadership, that is Aries, heavy Aquarius. Okay? And the Aquarius energy is coming from the innovation, the originality. I keep telling y'all, 2025 is going to be heavy Aquarius energy as well. Innovation, technology, originality. Right? That unapologetic energy that Aquarius walk around with. Right? When we look at people in like the fashion industry and they be walking outside with just the craziest little outfits on, you're like, what the fuck? I don't know about that. And then in like a year or two, that's the new style. That's the type of shit that 2025 is bringing. Y'all remember when Kanye came out with he's a Gemini. Shout out to Geminis. Y'all remember when Kanye came out with his clothing line and we said, boy, what the fuck? Do you think we're going to be dressing like homeless people? Have you lost your mind? Okay, with holes in our shirts and shit and these long ass, we was already wearing long t-shirts back in the early 2000s. But, you know what I'm saying? These extended sleeves and these weird looking shoes and all it. We was like, fuck no, Kanye, you on some weird shit. We didn't see the vision. Because a year later, Kanye has a huge part in taking the fashion industry to a new level. He played a huge role in that. They don't be giving my Gemini brother the credit that he deserves. He's an innovator, and we love Kanye over here with his crazy and all. But he took that shit further by bringing something new. So a lot of y'all are getting an opportunity because a lot of y'all asked and you requested, and in your heart of hearts, you knew that whatever you were going to be known for, whatever it is that you was going to spend your life doing, it was going to be something unique to you. Even if you're a hairstylist right? There still could be something that you bring to the hair industry that nobody has ever seen before, or a method that nobody has ever attempted before. Whether that's in the way you do hair, whether that's in the products that you use, whether that's in, your business model, something about it is going to be unique. So even for my people who have gifts and talents and a desire to do things or to work in industries that may already be established, you're still bringing something new, something fresh, something organic, and you have to trust yourself in being able to bring that to the forefront and take it as far as it's supposed to go, and know that you're operating out of high vibrational energy, knowing that you are being led, you're being guided, period. All right. Spirit is also saying, come on now, surrender. And that's surrendering to the process. That's surrendering to your intuition. That's surrendering to the divine plan. Because I feel like a lot of y'all are moving into a space, when I said your steps are ordered, things are already set up for you to win. You know what I'm saying? Before we come to this realm, we already are aware. We know what we're going to accomplish, or what we're supposed to accomplish when we get here. But when we come through the birth canal, when we come through the realm, we have to forget in order to be reminded. So that's why we have to go through these steps and these processes to kind of wake it back up within us, right? But it doesn't change the fact that it's already ordained, as my grandmama would say. It's predestined. You know what I'm saying? There's really, Spirit just said it's dummy proof. There's really no way to fuck this up other than not listening to your intuition. That's the only way shit can go left. Honestly. That's the only way. That's the reason why some of y'all, as children, I'm talking about very young, okay? Spirit is saying 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. That's why in those ages, you already knew kind of what your life was supposed to look like. You knew that you were supposed to have a certain level of success. You knew that there were certain things that you were supposed to be exposed to, certain people you were supposed to have in your space, a certain lifestyle you were supposed to live. You kind of knew this shit. Of course, we go through our traumas and we go through our different experiences, and those things kind of clog our mind and clog our vision, which is why shadow work is very important. Which is why healing is an ongoing process. Because there's so many different things that we have been exposed to, so many different things that we have learned, so many different things we've seen that have kind of fuddled up our vision, clouded up our mind, right? So actively healing is very important so that you can continue to strip those layers off of your eyes so that you can see more clearly and more clearly and more clearly. And the more you do that, the more you start to trust yourself, because all of that is helping you build a relationship with yourself. It's like when you're in a relationship and y'all go through shit and y'all done been together 5, 10, 12 years and y'all done been through so many things, but y'all stay connected, and it has helped to deepen the bond that you have. Same thing with yourself. When you go through different shit and then you heal it and you release it and you identify it and you know your triggers and you working on yourself on a daily basis and you know what you need to work on and you know who you need to avoid and all these things, it deepens the relationship that you have with yourself. And the closer you are with yourself, that intuition is second nature. The reason why a lot of y'all struggle with intuition is because you have not perfected, and I don't really want to say perfected, but you haven't developed the relationship with yourself as much as you should. So I use this scenario all the time. If a random ass man came to you on the street and told you some shit about your life in the next couple of days, you wouldn't be so openly willing to trust that shit. You'd be like, sir, how much money you need? You need $5. What you need? What can I help you with? You need a sandwich? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck do you want? You're not going to take that shit seriously. Why? Because there's no connection. There's no relationship. I don't know you. I have no idea who you are. So because I don't know you, I can't trust your word. Same thing with yourself. A lot of people think just because you're in your own body, that automatically means that you have a relationship with yourself and you trust yourself. That's not how that works. All relationships require time, energy, and effort to build and to strengthen. So you could be with yourself 24/7, 365, every day and all night with nobody around, and it still don't mean that you know yourself. It still doesn't mean that you built that bond with yourself. That takes active effort, conscious effort. It means I'm thinking about it and I'm being conscious effort. It means I'm thinking about it and I'm being conscious in the thinking about it and I'm being conscious in the moment, thinking about it and I'm being conscious in the moment, will become emotionally codependent on. But it's because for a lot of y'all, that's all you have known. Or that's all you've ever wanted. It happens either way. Either you had a childhood where you can always lean on somebody else and you never had to fight your own battles. Or you had a childhood where you had to fight every single battle on your own. And you just want to be with somebody that you don't have to think about too much. Let them think for you. Let them do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Let them figure it out. Whatever they say, cool. I don't feel like thinking. I don't want to use my brain no more. I'm used to using my brain. Right? So, building that relationship with yourself is going to be key. Because like I said, a lot of people are not going to see the vision. They're not going to see it. Especially in the beginning stages of whatever you're doing. They're not going to see it. They're not going to understand why you quit your job to go back to school. They're not going to understand why, you know what I'm saying, you started this business and you're putting all of this money, time, and attention into this business that you just started. They're not going to understand why you taking this new opportunity and there's no history on this opportunity. You the first one to take it. They're not going to understand why you just jumping out and taking these leaps of faith like that. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. And a lot of them are not meant to get it. We did a reading before where Spirit said a lot of you guys had to spend the first years of your life going through so that you could spend the rest of your life relaxing and enjoying. And a lot of these motherfuckers around you, they've been spending the vast majority of their life relaxing and enjoying. They ain't have to get a lot out the mud. They ain't have to struggle. They didn't go through all of the traumas that you went through. They didn't have to deal with a lot of the things and make it through a lot of the experiences that you did. It's coming up. A lot of people, it's about to be like one of them Freaky Friday type situations where we swap. I was having all this heartache and going through love and relationship problems and broke and not stable and going through this and going through that and losing my mind and going through this with this nigga and this female and blah, 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 blah. So now, smooth sailing. Now, does that mean that you still not going to have a couple bumpy, moments? No. Does that mean that you're not going to be challenged? No. You got to be challenged. That's how we learn. But for the most part, your life is going to look a whole lot different. Very 180 energy. Okay? And by this time next year, when you look back, you're going to be like, what the fuck? You're going to have the moments where you kind of just sitting in your manifestation. Your manifestation has become reality and you're sitting in it. And you just get to thinking about where you once were just a couple months ago. And how you pushed yourself. And how you trusted yourself. And because of that, you've ended up where you are at that present time. You're going to have a lot of those moments. Some of y'all need to start almost like a diary. Because Spirit is saying you're going to want to document this. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to want to document this. Going after your passions. Living in your truth. Doing the things that you feel connected to. And not being money motivated. That's another thing. The money's going to come. So you don't have to worry about being money motivated. All you need to worry about is building the foundation. Everything else is going to come. Trust me. Trust me. 2025 got a lot of money for a lot of people. Don't worry about money. Money is not going to be a problem. It's not going to be an issue. You're not going to struggle. Okay? But you have to trust yourself until you get there. You're going to have to follow that intuition until you get there. Okay? You're not going to have to worry about money. So, for a lot of you, Spirit was even prepping you to not even be money focused. Some of y'all money ain't been right for a minute. And you done got so used to not even worry about that shit. You like, girl, fuck that shit. I'm going to spend this $20 on this sandwich. Fuck it. Not worry about no goddamn money. I'm going to go ahead and buy these pair of pants. Fuck it. It is what it is. Not worried. Right? Sometimes you got to have things stripped from you for you to realize those things are not as important as you thought that they was. Because a lot of y'all was putting way too much energy and importance into money itself. And remember, money itself has no value. It's a piece of paper. It is a couple of codes in a computer system. Has no fucking value. The value is the abundance and the prosperity of your energy. That's what's value. That's what's valuable. Do I have a prosperous mindset? Do I have an abundant mentality? That's what's important. Because when you really get into it, abundance and prosperity don't always come in the form of a paycheck. Sometimes it comes in the form of connections, relationships, partnerships, opportunities, experiences. It don't always come in the form of a dollar sign. Sometimes it come in the form of 50% off. Sometimes it come in the form of, I'm going to go ahead and pay that for you. I got it. How much is that bill you said? I'm about to pay it. What you need? You said you needed a car? Well, surprise. I bought you one. Oh, I'm selling mine, and I only want $200 for it. Abundance don't always come in the form of an actual paycheck or an actual dollar amount. So when you're looking for things to come in that way, you're going to be in a state of disappointment. And then you're going to start judging yourself like, damn, I'm not good enough. Oh, maybe I don't deserve it. You know, all this other shit's going to start coming into your motherfucking head that really don't have no significance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are worthy. You just got to know you worthy. And you got to open yourself up to receiving whatever spirit, source, universe has for you. Because it's not always going to come in the form of a dollar sign. Sometimes it comes in the form of an open door. Where other motherfuckers is lined up. Spirit bring you right to the motherfucking door. Let my baby in. Everybody else in the line with they motherfucking resumes. Okay? Waiting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. For certain shit. And your abundance is spirit opening that door for you like, hey, let them in. Thank you. They with me. They with me, energy. Yeah. That's my heavy grandmother energy as well. That's my grandchild. That's my niece. That's my nephew. They with me. Let them in. So don't box yourself in when it comes to an abundant mentality. Don't box yourself in when it comes to the way that you see prosperity. Sometimes it's a connection. Sometimes you may end up at a grocery store and you spark up a conversation. You don't even know you're talking to a CEO of a company of something that you might need 2 months from now. You have no idea. You have no earthly clue that that's who you just chopped it up with and got their Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Damn, I show my age on my Facebook. But got their Instagram or, whatever. Email. I don't fucking know. You have no idea. And then 2 months later, you minding your business, something come up, you're like, I need somebody that works in this specific area. And then you think about it. Oh, shit. The person that I just met 2 months ago, random as shit. That's what they do. Let me go ahead and reach out to them. And they can be like, hell yeah. They might do it for free, discount. You never fucking know. Abundance comes in so many motherfucking ways. It's not always going to be money. And that's why a lot of y'all had to learn to release your attachment to physical dollars. To money codes on the internet. Because that's all. When you look at your bank account on your phone, all it is a bunch of codes. It's some random ass numbers. That shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing at all. So when you expand your mind, and it also makes you more appreciative, because when you're only looking for something to come in one way, if it don't come in that one way, you gonna feel some type of way. But if you're not boxing yourself in and you just allowing things to flow the way that they do, you can count about 17 things compared to that one that you're waiting on. You got 17 that are happening right now that you could be grateful for. And the more gratitude you put out, the more shit you got to get back. Because the universe, I keep telling y'all, the universe got a praise kink. Some of y'all got a praise kink too. But the universe got a praise kink. The universe don't love nothing better than to be appreciated. Spirit source don't love nothing better than to be appreciated. So you wake up every day and you find 3 to 5 things to be grateful for in a day. Watch how your shit transform. Just watch how life get fucking different for you. And it don't take no time. Time don't exist, so it don't take no time. You just got to get into that attitude of gratitude. But that starts with the mindset change. If your mindset ain't there, if you're not looking at everything that is good as something good and being grateful for it, then you're not going to have the mentality to be grateful. So you're going to miss shit. Good shit happens to y'all all the time, but you miss it because you're looking for something specific. You're looking for a specific thing. It's like Christmas. Christmas just passed, right? And I don't celebrate. Okay, I don't celebrate. I mean, I accept gifts, but I don't celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's like when somebody have it in their mind that they want you to get them a specific gift, right? They're like, ooh, I hope they give me this. Let's use an Apple Watch, for example. I hope I get this Apple Watch. I want this Apple Watch so bad. I've been talking about it every day. Blah, 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 blah. Right? And they go and look up under that motherfucking Christmas tree. They got like 10 gifts. Shoes, clothes, some other shit, right? But they sitting there pouting because they didn't get that Apple Watch. That's how you look. When the universe is giving you all this shit. You being blissed with all of this shit. And you sitting there mad because you didn't get the Apple Watch. Whore, do you think I'm going to go get you something else next year? No. With your ungrateful ass. No. I'm not giving you a goddamn thing. You can forget about it. Matter of fact, I'm going to take all this shit back and get my money back. What type of ungrateful ass shit is that? I didn't have to get you shit. Because I didn't give you one thing out of all the other things I got you, you want to feel some type of way. That's how selfish y'all be looking. When you looking for big ass deposits of money, but Spirit done made sure that you've been in your house all year, 365. Made sure that all your bills was paid. They may not have been paid on time, but they was paid all 365. Them lights on. You ain't hungry. You ain't starved. Your kids got clothes on their motherfucking back. You got clothes on your motherfucking back. You ain't been sick. You not laying in nobody's hospital. You got all your motherfucking limbs. You got opportunities coming in. New experiences. You ain't traveled and shit. And you mad because you didn't get a deposit of $500 random? The fuck? Can we tally up the bills? Sounds like you got a lot of money this year. Perspective. So you think that the universe is going to want to do something for you? When they've been doing shit all motherfucking year? And you sit here looking like a bump on a log because you didn't get one little thing that you think that you're supposed to get? No. One thing I love saying is, I appreciate you, I appreciate it, and thank you. I done made those 3 sentiments a part of my vocabulary intentionally 2019, 2020. That's when I started getting intentional about it. Meaning, I'm going to make sure that I don't go a day without saying one of them phrases to somebody or for something. I don't care what it is. I'm going to be intentional about that. Period. I'm not going to block what the fuck is coming in for me because I don't know how to say thank you. And you got to mean it too. It can't just be one of them like, thank you, just so you can get what you want. It got to be genuine. Oh my, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm so grateful. I may not have received anything monetarily today or anything materialistic, but I'm just so grateful for. Sometimes you get things in the spiritual realm, like more insight, or you get deeper with your gifts, more aware of what your gifts are, awareness of your life purpose. That's a fucking gift. You know how many people out here just doing shit? No life purpose in mind. They don't know what the fuck they here for. They just on OnlyFans selling ass and, you know what I'm saying, just dropping dick off randomly up and down the highway. They don't know what the fuck they supposed to be doing. They just here, just winging it. And you got some direction. You know what you want to do. You in tune with your motherfucking self. And you don't know how to say thank you. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. You know how many people not protected? Even saying, I appreciate the protection that I have. I'm so protected. My spirit team don't play about me. I'm protected, baby. That's a gift. To be protected is a gift. I just watched a video on Twitter yesterday, last night I think, of a young girl, a neighbor in Baltimore. Y'all know I live in Baltimore from DC, but I live in Baltimore. Somewhere out here in Baltimore, a neighbor standing on her balcony recording this dude chase this girl all up and through the parking lot and eventually pew-pewed her and unalived her in a parking lot, chasing her, zigzagging in a parking lot. Finally got up to her, got behind her. She's not here anymore. If you don't start being grateful for the protection that you got, all of the people that then passed away in car accidents this year, I mean, I've never heard about so many goddamn car accidents, plane crashes. What the fuck? Trains going off the goddamn tracks. This year has been I don't know if y'all have looked back on, you know, where we are and where we've come from. But this year has been a little cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Been a little nuts out here. can't count on our fingers and toes how many people have lost their lives to gun violence this year. How many people have unalived themselves. And you still here? And you don't know how to say thank you? I appreciate it. I'm grateful for protection. And y'all know if I was by y'all, I would take your lips and I would twist them for being ungrateful. And the thing is, we all have moments where we get a little spoiled and a little ungrateful. We all have moments. But what are you doing to snap yourself out of it and bring yourself back to reality? What are you doing to shift your awareness and to be like, okay, I'm being a little spoiled. All right, I'm being a little unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm taking it a bit too far. Right? Accountability. Because you're always going to have moments where you're not in the best energy. Whether that's you just being lazy, spoiled, procrastination, overthinking, self-doubt, lack of confidence. You're always going to have those moments. Some shit is like in the Bible, they say that thorn in your side. Where it's something that you just, it happens. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have disagreements with people. You're going to fall out with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people may be like, well, I feel like I've been on my journey long enough to see all of the red flags. Sometimes you not supposed to see all the red flags. Sometimes you're not supposed to see them. So that you can go through whatever you need to go through to learn whatever you're supposed to learn. To bring you what? Harmony and resolution. To make it make sense. To put you on a path where you have the knowledge, and then now you can move and operate in wisdom. Because what? Wisdom is applied knowledge. A lot of us know what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. But how are we applying that? You know what I'm saying? How are you applying the information that you've accumulated? Because y'all done learned a lot of shit in these past couple years. A whole lot of shit. And I know it's been exhausting. I know it's been frustrating. I know it's been annoying. All of the above. But it don't take away from the fact. Look, Spirit said and did. It don't take away from the fact that you know what you know. And that you didn't learn what you was supposed to learn. Hello? And with great things come great responsibility. It's a reason why we hold adults more accountable than we do children. Because adults, you have the experience to know certain things. And when you act like you don't know certain shit that you know, there are certain consequences for them actions. But if a child was to go out and do the same thing, we not looking at that child the same way. So that's why I tell y'all, be careful with these titles that you put on yourself. And you have to be careful when you finally step into your role as a spiritual being. Because heavy is the head that wears the crown. You can't just get that nice sparkly ass crown and then think that you're going to get these little baby ass tiara responsibilities. No. You are more responsible than the people who don't know better. Because you do know better. That's why a lot of y'all couldn't go do shit that other people do. Because you get fucked up immediately. People can go out here and scam and treat people like shit and whore around and have no self-respect. You know what I'm saying? And just throw their life away. And they still can get by. You know what I'm saying? They still can have a whole bunch of money in their pocket and live some type of life and, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You try to go do that shit. You try to go repeat some of the same things them people doing. Your spirit team is on your ass. Immediately. Your consequences come quick. Because you in a whole different league. You not in the same box as them people. They can shift their lives away. And it is what it is. But you have a purpose. You here for a reason. You have things you're supposed to do. Things you're supposed to accomplish. Places you're supposed to go. People you got to see. Things you're supposed to create. You have a purpose. Excuse me. And a reason. So you can't blend. You don't blend in for a reason. Some of y'all have been fucked up your whole lives because you trying to figure out why everywhere you go, you stand the fuck out. Either people don't really like you, or they treat you different than everybody else, or they don't really want to accept you into their circles because you're not supposed to be there, bookie butt. You not them. You not none of these regular ass people. And it can be siblings. You may not be accepted in a circle that your sibling is accepted in. You may not be wanted in a certain place. They like your mama, but they don't like your ass. They like your daddy, but they don't like your ass. They like your sister, your brother. They don't fuck with you. They like your best friend, but they don't fuck with you. Because it's different. And when you build different, sometimes it's not fair. They say favor ain't fair. And when you are favored and you have a purpose and you've been chosen, selected, handpicked, it's not going to be fair. Everything can't be fair. The president of the United States can't just go to Pizza Hut when he feel like it and sit in there and eat. Nah, we got to plan this shit days in advance. We got to have all the Secret Service come together. We got to get a team. We got to have a whole bunch of unmarked vehicles. We got to get the police, the local police, and on board. We got to cover all these people. All these different people got to get paid just to help you out. It's way more than a regular person saying, I just want to go get up and go to Pizza Hut real fast. Because it's a different level. And that's how y'all have to think of yourselves. That's why the things that you see other people doing don't work for you. The ways you see other people going about shit don't work for you. The circles that you see other people in, them not your circles. The family dynamic that you see other people have, it's not for you to have that family dynamic. Maybe you're supposed to create your family, not save it. I know that probably went over some of y'all heads, but I'm going to bring it back. Some of y'all supposed to create your family and not save it. Okay? Some of y'all been trying to use all your motherfucking time to save these motherfuckers. You're wasting your time. Whoever that's for, you're wasting your time. You're not going to have the mama-daughter connection that other people got with their mamas. Or the mama-son connection. You're not going to have it. You're not supposed to have it. You're not going to have the daddy-daughter, daddy-son connection that other people got. You're not supposed to have it. I know it sucks. Because that's what you see. And you think that what you see is the standard. But it's not. Maybe you're not supposed to get along with your grandma. Maybe your granddaddy not supposed to like you. Maybe your auntie is supposed to be jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. And the more you try to go against what's naturally happening, the more you try to force something that's obviously not for you, you end up where you end up. With a broken heart and hurt feelings. And more trauma piled on top of what you already got to clean out. We already got a shitload of stuff to get through. It's already a hassle sorting through the shit we already got. Them skeletons in our closet is already full to capacity. And you try to add more trauma instead of letting go and letting it be what it's supposed to be. Not knowing that you might attract a mother figure later on in your life, or a father figure, or that sibling relationship that you always wanted. You might find it with a best friend in the future. You don't fucking know. But it's not for you to sit there and force it. I had to learn that shit the hard way. I would look at my relationship with my mama and be like, damn, why I don't got no relationship with my mama like these people? Why me and my daddy don't got no relationship like this girl and her daddy? I used to feel some type of way. That shit used to make me like, damn, did I do something? You know what I'm saying? Is it something I'm not saying or not doing? Like, you know, what the fuck? It's not for me to have. And once I got it through my head and I started to let it be what it is, because I used to try to force my mom to support me. I used to try to make her feel bad about supporting my brothers and not supporting me. I used to try to get her to see where I was coming from. And I was just wasting my time. It's like talking to a brick wall. Just a broken record, babe. Just, whew. Girl, was you on a short bus? Golly, why are you not getting what I'm saying? She wasn't supposed to. She wasn't supposed to. And spirit started to drop mother figures in my space once I just took a step back and let the pieces fall where they fall. Funny enough, there's a mother figure that spirit brought me with the same exact name as my mama. Same name. Check on me. Make sure I'm good. I don't know. I'm not sitting here. Now, of course, it's a process. So sometimes it be like, damn, I do wish my real mama would, do certain things and be supportive in certain ways. But at the end of the day, I'm being replenished with the things that are not for me to have. It don't mean you're not supposed to have a mama. It just means that one not supposed to be it. And that's okay. And it's okay for you to process it in the manner that you need to. It's okay to grieve that, because that's heavy. That's not nothing you just gonna wake up one day and be like, you know what? Fuck my mama, fuck my daddy. I don't care. No, that's heavy. Especially when you've spent your life trying to build this connection. Spent your life questioning things and trying to make it work and trying to do whatever is needed to make it work. You know what I'm saying? And one day you just get to that point and you're like, you know what? It's hard. It sucks. But I know I'm going to be okay. I know that spirit, source, universe, my ancestors are looking out for me enough to send me exactly what I need when I need it, how I need it, the way I need it. And it's going to be what I need. Period. And that goes back into faith. That goes back into trusting your process. Trusting that your spirit team, the people who are sent to help you through this process that we call life, knowing that they have your best intentions at heart, and they're going to help you get to the things that you may not see in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You may not see how it's going to work out in a moment because you feel what you feel and you used to what you used to. But when you step out of that comfort zone and you give yourself permission to trust and to take that leap of faith, I'm trying to tell you from experience, I'm trying to tell you something. When you finally give yourself permission to not give a fuck. Yeah, look at this. Death card. Finally give yourself permission to let the fuck go. Whatever is dead. If I need to let it die, I'm going to let it die. You know what I'm saying? Nine of Pentacles, Strength card. Sometimes demolitions have to happen in order to properly rebuild. I can't just build something new on this broken ass, fucked up ass foundation. And we talking about foundations that have been fucked up for generations. We trying to build off some shit That granny's granny fucked up. And every new generation, they just in there taking some wood and just trying to nail the shit over the hole. You know what I'm saying? Taking some wall putty and just trying to fill in the shit. Instead of just stripping the whole motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Demolishing the whole thing. Getting new materials and starting the fuck over. Y'all trying to build over top of this shit, and then when the new foundation falls through the floor and now we all in the basement looking stupid, now people want to point fingers and no. Sometimes you gotta get out. Self-preservation. Now when we was kids, we ain't had no choice but to stay in that broken ass building. We had no choice. That's what we had to do to survive. Now you got a choice. And if that motherfucking foundation is screeching and there's holes in it and that shit about to give in and fall, you better find the nearest exit. Them people in there know that building is fucked up too. So it's not your responsibility to try to tell them something. They know the shit fucked up. They've been living in it for 40, 50, 60 years. They know that the shit is fucked up. So if they choose to stay, they choose to stay. It's not your job to go in there trying to rescue every goddamn body. You need to save yourself so that your generation, those who come after you, they can grow up in a nice house built from scratch. You know what I'm saying? They can grow up in a motherfucking house that people took their time, laid their motherfucking foundation right, did exactly what the fuck they need to do. That's what you want for your future generations. You don't want them to grow up in that hellhole so that they can be just like you at this age, confused, hurt, traumatized, down on your luck, back against the wind, trying to make it. No way to win. And I want lights out. Yeah, 3 of Swords. You're going to have to leave their ass where they at. And I feel like these last couple of months specifically have been teaching a lot of y'all to leave motherfuckers where they at. Can't save everybody, and everybody's not your responsibility. Harriet Tubman left them motherfuckers. Are you scary? Stay here. Keep getting your ass whooped and all that shit. You're scary? This could be your home. Because we about to go. We about to dip. Alright? We got to go. Nat Turner wasn't playing with them motherfuckers. He said, where is the blicky? I'm about to shoot some shit up. I'm about to take some heads off some motherfuckers. They got to go. He didn't go in there and ask, hey, do you think that I should get the gun and go in here and blow them away? Do you think that's a good idea? Fuck no. He didn't want nobody's advice. He woke up one day and said, you know what? Enough is enough. I've had it. Samuel Jackson energy. I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Enough is enough. Everybody about to go meet Jesus or whoever the fuck they believe in. You about to go meet him tonight. Okay? You about to wake up. Sitting beside him. Because I've had it. Enough is enough. Y'all done beat me way too many times. I'm not doing it. That's the energy. We come from warriors. We not pussy. Y'all gotta go back into, this is why ancestry is so important. Because if you look at your current family, you gonna think all these motherfuckers is crazy. Everybody pussy. Everybody's weird. Everybody's this and everybody's that. You got ancestors in the spiritual realm that don't play that. What? They was about all that shit. And they ain't repeat themselves either. Said what I said. is what it is. The same energy, that same demon you got in you. And if you know what the word demon really means, clock it. If you don't, go look it up. Etymology. You got to get into it. You got that motherfucking demon in you. You got the dog in you. Stop playing. You think your ancestors didn't have that shit in them? That's why we tapping with our spirit team. That's the muscle. That's the backing you need. And we fighting spiritual wars now. This shit not physical. That's why everything is intuitive. Everything is a feeling. Everything is a intuitive gut hint. You know what I'm saying? You can't really explain it, but you know what you know. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't be looking with your physical eyes. Going into 2025, you have to be there with your intuition. Because this shit is spiritual. And a lot of y'all need to tap into that Harriet Tubman, Nate Turner, whatever the fuck his name is, energy and fight. Spiritually. When you tap in spiritually, you don't gotta lift a finger. You don't have to lift a finger. Do you hear me? You don't gotta prove no point to nobody. All that arguing back and forth, dead. All these conversations, dead. All that talking, all of that woofing like you about that shit, but stop that shit. Because they got something to make you. Okay, but you got to be doing your part to make your ancestors step like that. Ain't nobody going to step behind you and you pussy. Ain't nobody going to step behind you and you scary. You won't even take steps in your own life. You're not even taking leaps of faith in your own shit. We not about to step behind you. They will go find somebody else in that bloodline to get the job done. Because don't believe that you the only one. A lot of y'all be thinking that. You think you the only motherfucker that the spirits is going to come in and step for and stand behind. Anybody could wake up at any moment and take that shit the furthest. Hello? Look at this card fell out. Knight of Wands energy, Two of Swords. I don't got to do this when I got these motherfuckers behind me. Waiting. And when I say some of these spirits is waiting to catch a body. Ooh. You know when you ain't fought in a long time, you like, damn, I kind of just want to see what my hands do. I just kind of want to see, like, where I'm at. Like, make sure I don't get my ass whooped if I'm lacking outside. You know? They waiting to catch a body. They've been waiting. And even if it's not to catch a body, some of them just been waiting to get put in the game. But they can't get put in the game if you not doing your shit. You got to make the first step for them to even have permission to step. Because they can't control you. They can't force you. They can't make you do shit. Free will is one of the major energies and rules of this realm. Free will. Nobody can do anything against your free will. So they can't just step in if you're not opening the door. You know what I'm saying? They just can't put everything behind you if you're not moving. They can't go against what you're doing with your free will. That's why we have to invite them in. That's why we have to build relationship and connect. Because that's our way of saying, hey, listen, I'm down with you driving. I could sit my ass in the passenger seat for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with you leading the way. Balance, temperance card. I'm good. If I need to be in the passenger seat right now, I can do that. If you need me to drive, I can do that too. Just tell me what to do and I'm going to do it. And when you go for new things, ask your ancestors to give you the strength and the courage. Be thankful in advance. I'm so thankful that even though I'm a little anxious about this new opportunity, I'm so thankful that I've been granted the courage and the confidence and the ability to push forward with this new opportunity. I'm so happy and grateful that over time I have built up the intelligence on how to move forward. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak that shit. I'm so happy and grateful that even though I'm a little anxious and even though this is new territory, that I am led to do everything in my power to make this work out for my highest good. I thought y'all was powerful. Well, why the fuck you not talking like it? Why you not talking like it? I'm just a little confused. You said that you was powerful. Okay. Power don't just apply to money spells and love spells. It also applies to I need some motherfucking confidence. It also applies to I need to push. It also applies to I need the self-love. I need the self-care. I'm so happy and grateful that I care for myself now. I'm so happy and grateful that I put myself first. Even if that means doing things outside of my comfort zone. It all works out for my highest good. The fuck? Pussies don't get through challenges. Weak ass motherfuckers don't get through challenges. Yeah, a lot of y'all in your head. You questioning yourself, doubting yourself. Some of y'all worry about money. But look, you the magician. You create your own reality, boo. I can't create it for you. Nobody else can create it for you. You create it. You create it. Y'all know on what's that movie? Hocus Pocus. When they get to putting all the shit in the cauldron and they put the animal foot in there and the fangs and the spider whatever and all this shit and that's what your life looks like. And your spells are words. It's the way that you speak. It's the way that you think about yourself. It's the way you think about your life. All of that is little shit going into a cauldron. If you think of it that way, you're going to be more careful with how you speak. You're going to be more careful about how you think about yourself and how you think about your future. I promise you. I promise you, you will. Because a lot of y'all real careless with your mouth and with your thoughts. Real careless. Out here saying anything, thinking anything. And then you wonder why your life looked the way it looked. Well. Nine of fucking cups. Let's get some cards for confirmation, and then we'll get up out of here. This will be posted on YouTube. Link is in the bio. Make sure you follow or you subscribe and you turn on your notifications. This will be posted tomorrow rising. For those of you who want to watch it from the beginning, for those of you who have missed the majority of it. Specials are still available for the winter solstice. I'm not going into the new calendar year. So remember, there's a difference between a calendar year and the actual new year. I'm not going into the new calendar year doing specials. So this is your last week to get what you need. I'm going to push it until Friday. And after that, everything's going back to regular price. Okay. So if you are interested, feel free to put the word info in this box right here, and I'll send you a list of all of the specials that I have and all the different services I'm doing specials for. And if you want to pay now and then book the actual day later, that is an option. Certain services I do payment plans for as well. So closed mouths don't get fed. Communicate what you need, and we go from there. Okay? So when every bad thought comes up, just replace it quick and fast with a positive one. Yes. That's simple. And it takes a conscious effort at first because, you know, a lot of the time you're doing something that you're not used to doing, which means that you have to be aware. You got to be in the moment. You got to be locked in. I'm saying you got to be conscious of what the fuck is going on. And then eventually you get to a place, it's just second nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of friend, I be around people, they talk about certain shit. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because I've trained my brain to see the possibility of every situation. I'm not never stuck in nothing. I have never gotten to my wit's end. There is nothing I can be in where there's just no other opportunity or no other way to get up out of this thing or no other way to make it work. That's not how my brain works. And sometimes when you're dealing with people who are not used to that, it can come off a little insensitive. So I've had to get good with the way that I word things so it doesn't come off insensitive. But at the same time, babe, it's not over. You know what I'm saying? You're talking like it's over. It's not over. Hell nah. You could just do this. Or you could just do that. Or well, you could just do this. You know what I'm saying? So eventually you get to a place where it becomes second nature. That doesn't mean that you won't still have moments where your mind goes to those dark places. Sometimes it will. But it's all about your response. Spirituality changes the way that we respond. Right? It changes the way that we respond to things. It doesn't mean that everything stops. It just changes your response. So people still gonna lie, but how you respond to the liars. People still gonna cheat, how you respond to the cheaters. People still gonna try to scam and get over it on you, but how do you respond to that? Sometimes you're gonna wake up and days gonna feel long as hell and feel dumb as hell. How are you responding? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're going to wake up and you don't have the energy to do everything. And then the very next day, you don't have the energy to do shit. How are you responding? What are you telling yourself? Right? Your inner conversation is very important. That's why spending time in isolation is a must in this journey. You got to spend some time isolated. You have to. Ooh. As I'm saying that, jealousy comes out. All right. Spirit said, don't be hard-headed. If there's some people you being pulled away from, you better motherfucking leave. Look, love and then evil eye right under that. Some people is putting up that false mask. Act like they fuck with you. Spirit been warning some of y'all about some people multiple times. And now it's more clear than ever. You can't ignore it. Before, you could probably try to ignore it a little bit, but now you can't ignore it with certain people. Y'all better start. Again, intuition is your key. Intuition don't just tell you where to go to get to the money or to get to success. It also tell you who the fuck to get from around. Yeah. You be randomly minding your business and all of a sudden your attention go to something and you catch it right at the moment. A bitch roll her eyes. You weren't paying that bitch no attention, but right when you turned your head, you seen it. That's intuition. You were skeptical about some things. Like, damn, I just got this weird feeling every time I go around this person. The next time you go around them, you minding your business, you don't never look at their phone, but you just so happen to look down at their phone and you see them texting some shit and it look like they talk about you. That's intuition. AKA divine intervention. Okay? You catch a motherfucker in a lie and you like, in your head, like, did I just catch him in a lie? Divine intervention. You gotta pay attention to all that shit. I'm trying to tell you. Because when you get whatever is coming in for you, if you get there. Because some people you can be around, and because you're around them people, you won't get what you're supposed to get. Because your spirit team like, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. You're not doing that. And sometimes you'll get it, But because you're around them people, you might lose it. Or it may become compromised. Don't I got time for that. Okay? We got vacation. Some of y'all need to definitely take a break. If you've been feeling the need to go on a little vacation, staycation, take a break, go to another city in your state, or go to another state, or something, another country, go. Okay? Take some days off from that job. Drop them kids off at Nana house. Do it. Okay? It's going to help you clear your mind, get your head right. Again, some of y'all need to get a journal and start documenting your days as much as you possibly can. Of course, some days you may not be as consistent, but you need to get in the mode of documenting key things about your day, because there's going to be a moment in the future where you look back at this journal and it's going to have some type of strong significance. It's going to teach you something. Sometimes we don't really see our progress, or we don't really see how we've made it through certain things, or we don't really see how things worked out for us, or how our intuition was on point, or whatever, until we can see it. Whether it's depicted, like, you know, like the memories that pop up on Snapchat or Facebook, or now Instagram doing it, TikTok doing it now, the memories and shit. Sometimes you don't realize how far you've come or all that you've achieved until you have that thing that you can kind of look back at. And I feel like for some of y'all, that's going to be perfect for you. Not only for the future tense, for you to look back at it and be appreciative, but also in the present moment for you to release certain things, get certain things off your chest, and clear your head. Because when you write things down, it's no longer stuck up in here, just jumbled around going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's now it's on that paper, and you can sleep a little better. You know what I'm saying? You can relax a little bit more. Trust yourself. Like I've been talking about this whole time. Look, miracles at the bottom of the deck. All I'm saying, trust yourself. Root chakra is going to be important, okay? Your root chakra is not only just grounding when it comes to shadow work or nature. It's also your finances. A lot of people don't know that your root chakra is connected to your finances. It's connected to your shadow work. It's connected to your healing. So start tapping in with that root chakra, and not only will it help you heal and clear up the traumas and the different things that lie there, but it'll also help you with your finances and with your ability to understand abundance and prosperity. All right, let's get one more. Awakening. A lot of y'all have been through an awakening. A lot of y'all are going through an awakening. And awakenings happen at different stages. There's not just like one awakening. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think once they find spirituality, that's the only awakening. No. There's levels to this shit. Okay? There's multiple awakenings. All right? And I feel like some of you guys are going through a different level of awakening, which is why everything looks new, or everything will start to look very new. I feel like things already feel very different for a lot of y'all, which just goes to show that, you know, you're aligned with whatever new phase, new territory, new awakening that you're going through. And this is why you got to trust yourself. You got to trust spirit. It's all happening for your highest good. I pinky promise. But it's not enough if I know it and you don't know it for yourself. You have to know it for yourself. You have to understand it for yourself. You have to believe it for yourself. Not even believe it, because to believe is to not know. Okay? You gotta know. Fuck belief. You need to know. You need to be consciously aware of who you are, where you are, how far you've come, where you headed. Okay? What is required of you. All of that. You got to be aware. You got to have a level of awareness and be unapologetic. Again, this new year is all about intuition and innovation. All right? So that means originality. That means new. All new shit. All new shit. If you see anything remotely close to what you experienced before, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. Period. Every door that you open, there should be some new shit behind that door. Every person you encounter, it should be some new shit with that person. Every opportunity should be new. Every experience should be new. Every connection should be new. Even if you're connected to some of the same people, there should be a new level of connection that you go to with those people. If your connections aren't leveling up with your life, you need to let them connections go. Why am I holding on to a motherfucking connection from a bitch that I was cool with in 5th grade just because we've been cool since the 5th grade? Bitch, we not connected no more. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. No love lost. But we just not on that level no more. All connections should be developing the same way your life is developing. All opportunities should be developing the same way your life is developing. Everything is supposed to grow together. So you shouldn't have new job, same old ass connections with these same old ass friends, same old ass problems with this baby daddy, baby mama, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. That don't make sense. No, it should be new job. New connections over here. New relationships over here. New partnerships over here. New opportunities over here. Leveling up this relationship. Leveling up that connection. Everything should be growing. It don't have to be at the same pace, but it needs to be growing. It needs to be movement. No movement is no movement. So it's either not moving or it's going backwards. Both of them is wrong. Okay? It can progress forward slowly. It's okay if it's moving slowly, but is it moving? You know what I'm saying? It's okay if it's progressing slowly, but is it progressing? Look at this. Closure and family. As I split the deck. I'm trying to tell y'all. Everything needs to be progressing. And for some of y'all, your family is your kryptonite. They're your motherfucking Achilles heel. And the minute that you let their ass go, look, family and their manifestation. The minute that you let their ass go, all the things that you want will start to fall in place. That's for whoever it's for. Alright, light and love to y'all. Again, if you're interested in any of the specials that I have going on, feel free to shoot me an inbox. All other services are on my website and available for booking. There is a payment option at the checkout site page of my website as well. So definitely check that out. Or you can inbox me directly. Let me know what you're interested in. And if we need to figure something out, then we can. Again, those specials will be available up until Friday of this week. So first come, first serve. Get in while you can. This will be posted to YouTube, like I said, tomorrow rising. So definitely make sure that you click the link in my bio and subscribe and turn on your notifications. Other than that, I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll do a live tomorrow. I won't be going live Wednesday, but I'll reconvene lives Thursday. Okay, so tomorrow, skip Wednesday, Thursday. All right, light and love. Peace.